I am Shaggy, I am Philalita, and I always start these with one thing left to do because I'm the kind of person who needs to be doing two things at once at all times. Turn on text input mode. Wireless controller is respecting. Okay. Anyway, once I can get my controller to. What? Turn on text input mode. That didn't happen yesterday. Don't know why it's doing that. Is it because I'm trying to charge it while I'm playing? Oh boy. Just a new set of problems to go through. What is going on? Oh, that's a good answer. There we go. Hey, learning on the fly, overcoming obstacles, and dealing with adversity with patience and empathy. Those are the things that I'm thinking about how if I were a teacher. Hey now, whoops! What on earth are you doing? Just butt out! Jeez. Huh? You came to sue it too? See, there was a bombing on top of this pillar should come down. Everything in the slums is dust. Foreshadowing. Well, there's no point worrying about that. Hey, check it out. It's huge, ain't it? Ah, man, I should have just sat and noshed that bag of chips real quick. I'm hungry. My tummies are going. Anyway, if I were a teacher, what I would pontificate about today as we talk is I would be talking about how I'm thinking about how everyone understands empathy wrong, the academic literature included. It's a magical act, and the academic scientific literature can't endorse magical acts. Hey, this is a strange and wonderful place. This is my place, but you can come here when you want. See you, bro. Empathy is, as it's defined, whoops, don't want to talk to them, a magic act. And magic, I am defining as um, any effect whose cause is unknowable. Did you hear? Oh, what? I that little girl named Titsa in that bar called Seventh Heaven. I'm not only informed, I'm kind of nosy too. Anyhow, I got the scoop. You want to hear? I don't care, but sure. That Magnumgo and three of his henchmen are like this sometimes. Suddenly they throw out a customer and start talking trash to him. It's strange, if you ask me. And that place always smells like gunpowder. It's dangerous, I tell you. They must be doing terrible things in there. This person is like super duper glitched inside me. Okay. All's quiet. Shh, I'm spying now. Oh, there's something. Danger alert. Fantastic. There's a TV in there, but my cheap aunt won't let me in the house. Look for yourself. I can't get in because you're in the fucking way. Okay. Okay. There we go. So empathy is it's just M feeling. Sympathy is feeling with. Sympathy is the act of stopping, taking the time to feel the emotion that somebody else is feeling with them. And then empathy is the act of your body mirroring their actual emotional state. Hey, look at the news. What a blast. Think it was all because of my bomb? But all I really did was just make it like the computer told me. Oh no, I must have made a miscalculation somewhere. So she got on the internet and she made a bomb. This is such a fucking commentary on the 90s. Yo, Shags. Oh, yo, Shags. There's something I want to ask you. Was there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? Nah, man. None. I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was any from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Don't go thinking you so bad just 'cause you was in Soldier. I don't think I'm bad, homie. I know I'm bad. Oh, God. Yeah, you're strong. Probably all them guys in Soldier are. But don't forget about your skinny ass, or don't forget that your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Don't get no ideas about hanging on to Shinra. Staying with Shinra? You asked me a question and I answered it. That's all. Yeah, I'm going upstairs. You want to talk about my money? I'm a badass, you see. Wait, Shax! Tita, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up! I don't care about neither Shinra nor Soldier. What you meant to say is, I care about neither, not I don't care about neither. But don't get me wrong. I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. Marlene's like, Papa, you're so great. Shags, you say you don't care, but you came to talk to me. Shags, you just want friends. God, I got so... Is that right? I really don't care, pal. You're terrible, real cold-blooded, man. Money. Oh my, it must have been for a lot of it. Sure, well, what the hell? It's a verbal agreement. Now let me figure this out. Oh, stop it, Shags. Did you hear me? Straighten things up with everyone for me. Um... Move your ass. Okay, move your ass, T. Didn't I just go over and talk to... Thank you. Shucks! Money. Oh, I was like, I don't want to play pinball. I want to leave. That's how little attention I'm paying to what's going on around me in this game. I'm Cloud, man. I'm over it. I'm too cool for school. I've already played a JRPG before. Listen, Shags, I'm asking you, please join us. This game could have started so much later than this. I would have cut all of this. Sorry, Tita. The planet's dying slowly but surely. It is dying. Someone has to do something. Especially because they're inevitably going to do flashback scenes. I would have put this whole prologue in a flashback sequence. So let Magnumgo and his buddies do something about it. It's got nothing to do with me. So, you're really leaving? You're just gonna walk right out, ignoring your childhood friend? Who's that? You forgot the promise, too. What promise, bitch? So you did forget. Remember, Shags, it was 7 years ago. Oh, I read that wrong. She goes, remember? That's why it starts on the starry night sky, because the whole world shares it. Sort of. Look, the well. Do you remember? I got a droopy head. Yeah, back then. Look, we're alone. I thought you would never come. Yeah, it was taking forever. I was getting cold. My hands were getting sore. Oh, they're much younger than I was projecting. This guy. Sorry I'm late. I'm not doing... Sorry I'm late. Oh my god. I'm not doing a little girl voice for her. God, this is so slow. You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Like, if man, come this spring, I'm leaving town for Midgar. He's doing like a big boy voice. All the boys are leaving town. Fuck. But I'm different from them. I'm not just gonna find a job. You know, I'll do a little kid voice for him. I wanna join Soldier. It's not the voice you thought I was gonna do. I'm gonna be the best there is, just like Sephiroth. Sephiroth? The great Sephiroth? Yeah, because that's like a common name. Go hit her in the back of the head. Like, walk around that thing and just punch her right in the back of the fucking head. Poof, you stupid bitch. What Sephiroth do you think I mean? Isn't it hard to join Soldier? If they didn't give me so much time to think like this, I probably wouldn't be able to come back to this town for a while. come back to this town. That's how people talk. People don't call their town by its name. And we sure wouldn't want a whole bunch of irrelevant data floating around inside our brains. Fuck, I just said they're going to give us a fucking flashback, and they did it then. It just rage sharded. They're going to make a promise. If you get really famous, and if I'm ever in a bind, you'll come save me, all right? What? If I'm ever in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to experience that at least once. Well, find a fucking hero then, you bitch. Why is it me? Come on, promise me. All right, fine, I promise. Just pressure me into it. I don't even like you like that. You remember now, don't you? I promise. Get your hand off my dick. I'm trying to leave. I'm not a hero and I'm not famous, so I can't keep our promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier. I didn't become like Sephiroth. Leave me alone! Ah. So come on, you've got to keep your promise. Just rage yawning. Fuck. Wait a sec, big time soldier. Wait a sec, big time soldier. There's no comma there. A promise is a promise. Here, 50 gil. Ooh, 1,500. That's, inappropriate. That's how much we were getting per fight, but whatever. This is my pay. Don't make me laugh. What? Then you got the next mission lined up. I'll do it for 3 grand. What? It's okay. It's okay. Psst, we're really hurting for help, right? That money's for Marlene's schooling. 2 grand. Thanks, Shag. God damn it. My life isn't worth an iron bangle. Drank himself to sleep in the corner of this fucking room, I guess. Punch the bag. Punch it. See, that's something that Final Fantasy got wrong consistently. It's just weird because they got it right in Super Mario RPG. You don't actually empathize with people, by the way. You don't sympathize very well either. Good morning, Shags. Did you sleep well? Next to you? Who wouldn't, baby? Magnumbo's scorbadeba. Keep it down, they'll hear you. Magnumbo's always edgy before able to. I don't know what she said there. I hit the X button too soon. I'm going this time. I don't care. I want to leave. Just let me leave. Our target's the Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. I'll fill you in on the train. Yo, Shags! Before the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use materia. I'll give you that materia we found. Just teach me how to use it. You wouldn't understand, fat guy. So this is what makes some guys in Soldier so great, huh? Okay, I'll ask Jesse again later, but you're in charge of the materia. I know. That's why I skipped that. Shags, Stop saying my name. I don't care. Stop saying my name. This used to make me absolutely fucking crazy when I was at work, when I was managing. I eventually trained the kids at Sonic to not do it. But fuck, I could never teach the people at UDF not to do it. The second I walk in, Vincent, 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 everybody saying my fucking name. Stop saying my fucking name. This shit stresses me out. I don't care. Sell me your bullshit. Last time I was here, all you did was sell me your bullshit. Just sell me your bullshit. Do I really only have 1,500 gold? Oh, I spent it all last time. Okay. That stresses me out. There we go. There we go. It's time. It's time. It's time. Materia equipment. No, we want equipment because Yeah, we gotta buy another iron belango. Where's the iron bungles? Where did I buy that? Did I buy it in here? Beep, beep, boop, bop, bee. You can't hear the soundtrack because I'm trying not to get a copyright strike. How many times do I need to buy that? I remember doing that last night. Like a dummy. Idiot. Beep, beep, beep. Almost sold the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Final Fantasy also Final Fantasy took way too long. They innovated this, being able to hit the shoulder buttons to move through this. Great, fantastic. Well done, Final Fantasy. You took way too fucking long to offer equip in merchants. Way too fucking long. I'm not actually doing these. I'm riffing on them. I'm changing them just enough that I don't get sued. You dried up geese. I don't know why he calls me a geese. He should be calling me a geezer. I'm not giving you any fucking money, kid. I sleep on these luscious pillows that follow around behind Magnungo. That's a save point. I know how to use save points. Why did you give me the tutorials after the tutorial dungeon? This is why so many people hate JRPGs today. Because they're dumb and they weren't play tested. Why the fuck are you telling me about save points now? We'll pay you. I'm not hard up. Yes, I am. I'm not reading any of this. If you don't know how to play this game, I do. You will be fine. And anyway, you're not playing. Nice. And oh boy, that nearly smashed my face all the way off. I wanted to talk to him, not open a treasure for an ether. An ether is useless to me. Eat a dick, old man. Dun ding dong doo da doo. That all materia does what it sounds like it does. And when it's linked to another one that has that linky linkage, it does what you think it does. Ba ba bee bee ba ba bo. Hey, look, there's a thong. Hey, I bet I can actually draw attention to it. Move, kid. So don't think you can stay. I know, but look. What do you want to do? I want you to leave. Look, there's a thong on the bed over here. Tough guy, huh? You better sleep when you can. You better save when you can. That's the trick to being tough. Remember that, old dude. Look, it's just panties. I know it's actually a gun holster, but that's just a pair of panties. All right, this needs to go away now. Beep beep ba ba boom, beep beep bum. So we know what goes on in this hotel. They're trying their best. They're trying their best to be adult, right? To be growns up. The growns up 3D version of Final Fantasy. Why? Because the other JRPG that made it to America was the entirely kiddish Dragon Quest. That game, those games are as 6 years old as games get. I don't want to know what these people are congregating here for, but they did tell me this lady has a TV that I might be able to steal. Ha ha! Whenever my son's left already. When it was just my wife and I here, you have no idea how lonesome it gets. What? He used to give us nothing but headaches when he was here, but now that he's gone, we kind of miss him. Strange, ain't it? Let me out. Let me go. Let me leave. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. I'm stuck in a universe of jank. Let me leave. Oh, God. Bing bong, boom bong, bing bong. I'm also giving myself ideas by playing this and talking and saying ridiculous things. I'm also giving myself ideas for the last sandcastle. I don't care. You're gonna hook up, and I don't need to know about it because the future is inappropriate in public. You understand? That's what they're trying to teach us, is that the social boundaries have broken down because of corporate control over the social life. Yo! Says Magnumgo, being completely inconspicuous. This ain't no private car. Split up, he says in front of an employee of the government. Hoodlums again. God, don't I just have all the luck? Like right here off screen, what Barrett's looking at right now is a sign that says, if you see something, say something, and a telephone number to the government. And he's looking at it and he's like, I'm a super fucking inconspicuous. That guy won't say anything because he didn't see anything. And what this guy is thinking, looking here at the back of Barrett's head, is, no, I didn't see anything, but I heard it. You idiot. What am I going to do? What choice am I going to make? Because it doesn't say, if you hear something, say something. That's what's going on right there. The crowd's watching this and going, we're going to get fucking caught. All right, continue. I said, you said something? Oh no, my pretzels are stale. Now look at that, I got empty all of a sudden. What's going on? Damn! It's empty because of guys like you. Yipes! I'm being completely inconspicuous, is what Barrett's thinking. Magnumgo, anyway. Avalanche says there's be more bombings. Only devoted employees like me would go to Midgar on a day like today. You work for Shinra? God damn it. Pizza, you stupid fuck. God damn it. So, what are we going to do now? Idiots. Everything you say, Magnumgo, makes me want to stab this fucking sword into your head. Looks like they just finished connecting the cars. We're finally leaving. So what's our next target? Huh, listen to Mr. Serious about his work. Alright, I'll tell you. What kind of trains aren't connected at all times? Whatever. Which Shinra is very proud of. We can't use our fake IDs anymore. Good morning and welcome to Midgar Lines. I'm rapidly losing interest. It's been so long since a combat encounter. I don't care. If they're going to make me sit for 3 minutes in real time, I might turn this game off. Let's harass this fucking guy. He's got to be cooler than Magnumgo. Huh? You're the only ones that'll talk to me to come to my house. I'm impressed. Okay. There's an achievement for that. It looks like you've seen this already. It's alright. Come a little closer. Yes, I've seen your tits before, Tifa. I'm sorry. Titsa. That's odd. The ID checkpoint was supposed to be further down. We have fake IDs anyway, Titsa. Jesus Christ. You're all so stupid. I don't care what's happening. Get me out of this. No shit, we're in trouble, Jesse. You're all so fucking stupid. Someone blew it. You're a stupid fucking ass. Jesus Christ, I have 15 seconds. Stop giving me text box. I don't care. Run! Yeah, no shit. Alright. I'm gonna take my time. I'm a badass. Just get me through this. Fuck, just get me through this. Yeah, get inside me and don't say or do anything else. Tifa, Titsa, or Magnumgo. Fuck, take it. What did he give me? God, these pretzels are so stale. I actually like stale bread. It's a drop for my Dave Damashek friends out in the audience. Yeah, you look fantastic. I think. Cloud has this sarcastic wit about him that I actually really like. The girl asks him, do I look good in my Shinra uniform? Yeah, you look just like a man. Fuck me dead. Who do I have to... I don't fucking care. Who do I have to talk to? What text box do I have to see to get out of this? Because that red light is going to give somebody a fucking seizure. Oh my god. We're jumping out of a train. Why does it have to be a fucking Shakespearean epic? I know Shakespeare didn't write epics. That's my point. So far, everything is going as planned. So when I was a kid, I saw that there's an arrow to go this way and that the train was going this way, and so I said, let's go this way. Because I didn't read a word of that dialogue. I said, what's this way? This is where we were going. I'll show you what the all materia looks like. So when I was talking in one of these about how this game is not actually as beloved as you remember and not as fondly and widely loved as you remember, in one of the last two, one of the reasons that is because of the save, the memory card thing. Not everybody got memory cards with their first PlayStation because not every parent understood them and not every parent was willing to buy them before the PlayStation 2. Like, that happened. That happened to a lot of kids. I knew a bunch of people. And so it was kind of legendary in my middle school and high school. Actually, I was in 6th grade, I think, when this came out. 5th grade. It was a thing to see how far you could get without save before your mom turned off the system or something happened and the game started over. Because for a lot of us, the concept of what was going on with the discs, because Midgar is so fucking long in terms of the entire narrative of the game, that it was a real thing among the people I knew that had this game. I participated to try to play it and get through the first disc without a game over, without having to save. There are a lot of people who've only played Midgar. Maybe you've never even finished Midgar. And so we're going to find out how far this goes. And eventually, I'm sure it just starts repeating. Like, now it's probably been repeating for a while. But we want the XP. It's easy XP. But more than the XP, we want this AP. Because you're like, wow, that seems like a lot. 12 seems like a whole bunch. Yeah, it does. Because we've been playing Chrono Trigger. Oh, oops. To next level, 1896. We have so far 104. If we want this all, when it hits the full star, it duplicates. So if we want a free all materia, we got a while. And I do want lightning too. Before we leave Midgar. Oh, we gotta turn back. Okay, so we actually can arrive at the Station 6. That's cool. I probably got bored. Or I just don't remember that. Well, now you know about the scale of the circumference of the inner perimeter, the inner diameter of the city. Whatever. It's the distance I just traveled times 8. You could probably reasonably reasonably walk that train line, they probably actually don't need that train line. They could probably comfortably have a pedestrian um, means of going between districts. If this is supposed to be scale, and it looks like it's supposed to be scale. Well, I'm bored. I don't remember what we were doing, but I'm bored of doing it. I get bored of walking pretty quick. I have to really talk myself through not being bored. And then I forget I'm bored and I'm fine. But, whew, that first mile, not even the first half mile, first 7 minutes. Stale pretzels. I am to be shitting out my ass later. Well, I'm bored. Hi, bored. Oh, hey, I'm a laser fence. We can't go any further. It's a good thing those deactivate when the trains come by. Well, thank you for rewarding me for going down here with an ether. Yeah, they knew I was going to want to spend some time running back and forth, using my all materia. Usually I give it to Tifa to make her useful. But I didn't this time. And maybe I don't, because I don't think she actually can. What am I doing? Alright, Tita. Magnum go. This fight ain't gonna last that long, but... Oh, hey. Neato. Good for you guys. Fine. Well, that was terrible. Her damn slot machine attack is going to take some getting used to. Pretzels. Oh, hey guys. Thanks for the like. Or hey guy. Hello, friend. Thank you for the like. Thank you for being here. Kind of forgot I was live there for a second. I don't remember where I was going. Nope. Random encounter. Oh boy. Those are both vertical ladders. Hey, Wedge. This way. The reactor's up this ladder. All of my gamer instincts are telling me to go somewhere else. Explore. Look around. But my broadcaster instincts are telling me that I need to get this over with ASA and also P. I'm sorry. The ID scan problem on the train was all my fault. I modified your ID card and that's what did it. I did my best, but I failed. They said when we got on the train that the fake IDs were no longer going to work. I'm not mad at you, Jesse. Nothing you would have done would have mattered. These people make me want to have a fucking cigarette. They remind me of being at work. Which is probably the point they're trying to show me, like through Cloud's perspective, or at least through the almighty gamer perspective, gamer god perspective, that this is just like a corporate fucking hellscape, and so it would hit me different. Even as a child, it would have just hit me different how dumb and corporate dependent, like just how dependent they are on the corporate teat to think about anything. No, I should have gone the other one. We're counting on you to blow up the reactor. I know. This is what the dialogue should have been in the first mission. This is what the first mission should have been like. They should have been telling me what I was doing the whole time. And now that we're on the second mission, you shouldn't be here. It's like, this game came out at the same time as the first Metal Gear Solid, and I actually played the first Metal Gear Solid first. And this is not anywhere approaching the same kind of cinematic or narrative storytelling experience. I played the first Metal Gear Solid all the way through until I got that damn 007 suit to be invincible, because I read in a magazine that was what happened if you beat it enough times. And so I did that. And I did that by watching my dad play. The PlayStation was in my room, and so my dad would come home from work, and he would play Metal Gear Solid, and I would watch, and until I went to bed, and then I would pretend to go to sleep, and he would leave, and then I would get up and I would play the sections that he had just played. And now I wasn't being subtle about it. I wasn't being subtle about about that. I am certain that I just walked up here and then walked immediately back out. And so what was I saying? I wasn't being subtle about that. I was doing it because I was using the second memory card slot, you know. What in the name of all that is holy and covered in bacon? Are they pulling my fucking leg? They're pulling my fucking leg. That's what's going on. Okay. And they're not giving me random encounters while they do it, which is something that I was annoyed with Chrono Trigger about. Whee! Okay. How you know that their intended audience, are small children? Everything Cloud does would be fun to a small child in 3D. Get it, guys. We don't need to use any MP for this fight. Oh, I'm poisoned, and I don't think I have any antidotes. I don't think I bought a single antidote. Because I got cocky. It wears off eventually, right? One hopes. Because this is still in the days of Final Fantasy where every step you took while a member of your party was poisoned. Poison was persistent, and they take damage as you walk around. No, it's not. They got done with that by this one. And that's what they want me to know with that combat encounter. Hey, poison is not a game-changing status effect anymore. That's funny. Because in the first 6 Final Fantasies... So I'm going down to the reactor like I did last time, because I started below all those security checkpoints. So that seems like there's a save point there, so that seems like what they want me to do. And then we're gonna blast these guys with lightning. It's called Bolt. And I'm gonna have a cigarette, because all these corporate fucks, all this corporate nonsense, these people's inability to think for themselves reminds me of being a manager. And all I ever wanted when I was a manager, all I wanted at any minute, any given minute, was a 15-minute smoke break. Just give me 15 fucking minutes. And I tell you, I took maybe 10 of those over the course of 15 years. Just let me off the floor. God damn. Just let me step away. It's so like during COVID where they had the whole essential workers thing, like, it just hit me different. That whole idiom just hit me different. Talk about being essential. I can't even step away to have a damn cigarette. Okay, So I don't think they're going to let me go. Yeah, they're not. Here we go. Let's go see what's down at the reactor. A cutscene, and I'm having a freak out. To another flashback. This one is at least relevant to the situation. Tita's dad, it seems to be dead. She knows Sephiroth now. Did Sephiroth do this to you? She looked at me when she said that. Sephiroth soldier, macro reactors, Shinra. I'm freaking out! And so she picks up that sword. It seemed reasonably sized for the moment. Damn, man, get a hold of yourself. Because that's what you say when somebody grabs their head and collapses onto the ground. Tita, no, forget. Come on, let's hurry. I like doing that because they'll let me. They'll let me do the herky jerk walk animation. Look, you got to make your own fun when it's this boring. When like the only enjoyable thing happening is the music. Actually, I am going to save just because I will never return to a game if I have to watch an unskippable cutscene like that twice. It will be very difficult for me to return. Now, because I'm doing this live, I mean, obviously the rules are different, but that is my temperament, and so I should lean into my temperament. Wasting a fucking limit break on trash pulls hurts my teeth. Might be the cigarette though. Hey, the like to have it in your liked videos so you can come back when it's finished. That's for the future audience. That to me is a greater compliment than the pressure of being entertaining. I'm not trying to be entertaining for the live audience. I'm trying to capture this because this is the most convenient way for me to do it. I'm trying to have a little downtime while the day is still cool. You can't see outside, but the day is so nice. It's actually cold. I have to be under my blankets. I finally gave up and got under my sleeping bag at one point. How do I? There we go. Up is the direction you have to push. It's so funny. This was designed with a D-pad in mind, and so you can use the analog stick. Even back then, you could use the DualShock, but it was designed for people that didn't have the DualShock. So when I played it on the old technology, I just always turned the DualShock off or used the controller that didn't have them. There was a time before people agreed that analog was better. Or dialogue, whatever. The stick, the joystick was better. There was a time before it was ubiquitous that we agreed that the joystick was better. So they still have a D-pad as convention for people that like those for menus or whatever. But I actually do prefer even the PlayStation setup where the analogs are both down instead of the where the joystick like on the Xbox and the Switch controller where the joystick is where the D-pad is on the PlayStation. I don't like that. I find it uncomfortable. A lot of that is from learning the DualShock. I just prefer this controller. I really do. I'm actually really glad that I bought one. Not just because it's easier to game, but because it's got good weight. It sits in the left hand nicely in a way that the Xbox and we have to push these at the same time, so I should have paid attention. 1, 2, 3, hit too early. 1, 2, 3, still too early. 1, 2, 3, too late, just too late though. 1, 2, 3, just too early. We'll get this. 1, 2, 3, there it is. That held me up forever as a kid. God damn, they really hit you with a lot of save points. I don't know if these are all original. I think this is just a straight port of the original. Oops. But they hit you with a lot of save points because they hit you with a lot of tedious bullshit. And this place, the spots that have random encounters, it's just a good idea. It's a good idea to get in them. Magnumgo wants us to go that way, but there are soldiers that way. Shinra soldiers. I um, emphasized that incorrectly on purpose. Fuck! What the hell's going on? I'm so baffled. How? How could they have known? You know what? I'm beginning to think that guy might have put it in his head that he heard something, he should say something. Ugh. Why is the president here? So you all must be... What was it? Avalanche. Oh, my bad. Avalanche! And don't you forget it! So you're President Shinra, huh? Cloud being the badass he is. Long time no see, sir. Long time no see. Oh, you. You're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. I knew you'd been exposed to Mako from the look in your eyes. Tell me, traitor, what was your name? Shags. Forgive me for asking, but I can't be expected to remember everyone's name unless you become another Sephiroth. So he's also arrogant and demonstrating here. They're demonstrating in the writing that he's arrogant and a bad politician because politicians, he's not a politician, he's a CEO, and he's a hierarchical corporatic tycoon tyrant type. Unless you become another Sephiroth. I did that part. Ah, Sephiroth. He was brilliant. Perhaps too brilliant. Sephiroth. Don't give a damn about none of that. This place is going up with a big bang soon. Serves y'all right, and such a waste of good fireworks. Just to get rid of vermin like this. Vermin? That's all you can say? Vermin? Shinra are the vermin for killing the planet. I pity the fool. Guess that'd make you king vermin. So shut up your ass. Wow. You are beginning to bore me. I'm a very busy man, so if you excuse me, I have a dinner I must attend. Dinner? Don't give me that. I ain't even started with you yet. But I've made arrangements for a playmate for you all. What's that noise? What's that noise? The hell is that? Meet Airbuster, a techno soldier. Our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data he'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in future experiments. And so now we know that they do unethical science experiments. So we know that this is a Japanese story. Techno soldier. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, President. That whole the theme here of the whole science gone mad, science experiments gone wrong it's a Japanese thing because of World War II. This is from Soldier. Oh wait, no wait, that was Tifa. This is from Soldier? No way, it's just a machine. I don't care what it is, I'm gonna bust him up. Indeed. Oh no! We are playing a square boss. He counters when you hit him with melee attacks. Or when you hit him from behind. So Shags is dead now. Great job. So now it's going to counterattack again. That's great news. Alright, so now we got to take a turn to fix that. I'm looking forward to the time when Final Fantasy will automatically, ooh, very nice, select the unconscious party member. when you use a Phoenix down. And the lowest health member, he's dead again. You whore. Fair enough. Should have healed yourself, though, Titsa. Why are you the way you are? What? No, okay. That's annoying. I can't just go, like, back to a load screen now. That's annoying. Yeah, we're gonna try that again. That was annoying. Should have healed before that. I wasn't quite sure that was the next boss. Whoops. I was thinking about how I should be grinding levels. I should have everybody at level 10. We're just going to do that real quick. Can I get into random encounters in this room? Tifa should be level 10. Probably not. Hey, nice. Let's just do that real quick. Let's just say that because I was talking about how it's really a thing that you should be doing, and they know that it's a thing that you should be doing. And so they set this up for you to be doing that. Golly gee, I wish there were a way I could speed this up. Or like turn up the encounter rate. Yes. I love that you have to do like the whole anime pose. You're not just like holding out the thing and it's doing the thing. No, you have to do like an anime pose to use your materia. But I was glad to see, and I would have been annoyed if they hadn't changed the weapons and made them actually cross the field of battle to do their damage. Like if they just stood in place and swung their weapons like they used to, and then the damage showed up over them in 3D, I would have been annoyed. So they got that right. They got a lot right. In this being their first 3D, um, they got a lot wrong. They also changed lead writers. And hello, friend. Oh, well, I just wasted that. Oh, should have done it anyway. Not gonna now. No, we're just gonna make this tedious fight last the whole fight. Probably should have just had Cloud fight one by himself. Baby didn't daboo doop. Yeah, they have fewer than 120 health. We know that. You know what? I changed my mind. We're not doing that dumb shit because she's gonna take forever to level. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and use our 110, and we're gonna tell that no, we're gonna tell that, and then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna go into that ready to fight a boss. We're also going to, yeah, no, wrong button. All right. I usually make circle confirm and X cancel, and I have not done that. Dee da ba da ba dee bee da ba da. You can do it. Smackety smacks with the bolts. Just get this done. Doodle doodle doodle. All right. And now we do this again, and we are annoyed that we've done it before, so we're going to desperately wish that it would just let me skip it. Just let me skip it. Oh my god. Play with the mouse. Hello, Tifa. This is me stroking your hair. Boing, 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 boing. Like a spring, right? Boing. Oh my goodness. Put your hands in the air like you care a whole lot. Magnum go. Oh man, now I can't see anything because there's text boxes in the screen. I don't know what this guy looks like, so I have no idea what kind of voice to give to him. I know that he wears a red suit, and then he kind of looks like Donald Trump. But that seems to be like their character model for all the rich guys in this game. That right there is a big thing that does damage to us anytime we hit it. Helicopter. Be careful of those blades, man. They are spinning at high velocity. Because they have fairly heavy mass, dense. They have a lot of momentum. And you're a squishy meat bag. Alright, let's see if he counterattacks me while I'm looking, or if he's looking at me, but it doesn't hurt him for very much. And that hurts a lot. That didn't hurt either. Not doing very much damage. Well, that's going to change. Hey, nice. No, it's not either. I feel like we're barely hurting this thing. And that I need to heal Shags. A, S, A, and also P. Well, not yet. We aren't doing shit for damage. And he's just wailing on Shags, man. He's hoping he doesn't get to counter this. Alright, take this. Take it and like it, you big thing. Big Bomber's out of ammo, so I guess the goal with this fight is to just let him hit me as many times as he can. Turn function not operational. He tries to counterattack, and then he uses rear gun. So this thing's struggling. It starts out very powerful, but the more you hurt it, the more it dies. It's not actually a difficult fight. You just want to start it with the ability to take more than 2 hits. Hey, good job, Tita. Yeah, that was going to take way too long to level. A Titan Bangle. That sounds like something you would get in-game. That's got a cool name. Much cooler than, like, gold. Oh, that was bad luck. It's gonna blow! Let's go, Tita! What do you mean it's gonna blow? It already blowed. Magnum, go! Can't you do something? Oh, that was Tita. Not a damn thing! Shags, please don't die! You can't die! There's still so much I want to tell you! I know, Tita. Because we watch Star Wars. Hey, you gonna be alright? Nah, I'll be fine. I'm gonna just let go, actually. You worry about yourselves, I'm alright, but take care of Tita. Alright, sorry about all of this. Stop talking like this is the end. Okay, hold on. But it's a pre-rendered cutscene. I have no choice. Oh, that's gonna blow. I forgot we did that. The drama was just so real and gripping and pressing, and we didn't have a timer this time. You all right? I don't know what this voice sounds like, so can you hear me? Yeah. Back then, I only got scraped knees. What do you mean by back then? What about now? Can you get up? What do you mean by back then? What about now? Don't worry about me. Worry about yourself now. I'll try. Oh, it moved. How about that? Take it slow now, little by little. Hello? Hello? I know. Hey, who are you? Hello? Hello? Mysterious psychodrama. What is happening? And look at my perfect coiffure. This is a church in the Sector 5 slums. You could mount a fucking GoPro on that hair. You just fell from above. You really gave me a scare. I came crashing down. The roof and the flower bed must have broken your fall. You're lucky. Flower bed. Is this yours? Whoops. Sorry about that. That's all right. The flowers here are quite resilient because this is a sacred place. It does make you wonder why there's a church in this city. They say grass and flowers won't grow in Midgar, but for some reason they have no trouble blooming here. I love it here. I recognize you now. It was that angle where you were from the neck up looking into the camera. I've seen you somewhere before. Yep, there it is. Cloud's thinking about it too. He's like, I've seen you somewhere before. Search my mind. Pre-rendered cutscenes don't count because they weren't from my perspective. Yeah, I talked to you. I told you that you need to get out of that square. You were, well, I don't know what you, I actually don't know either of those things about her because I skipped the dialogue. So I guess you were selling flowers. Oh, I'm so happy. You didn't buy any flowers from me, though. No, you left because I told you that you should be leaving. Well, that's okay. I'll blow you anyway. Say, do you have any materia? Yeah, some. Nowadays, you can find materia. Oh, wait, that's not her voice. Nowadays, you can find materia anywhere. But mine is special, she says. It's good for absolutely nothing. I love how they tell me who's talking every time. Good for nothing. You just don't know how to use it. No, I do. It just doesn't do anything. I feel safe just having it. It was my mother's. Oh, I understand. I don't know her name. This is a long time to talk to somebody without exchanging names. Say, I feel like talking. Do you feel up to it? We've been talking for 15 minutes. Wait here. I've got to check. Are you fucking kidding me? I feel like talking. Wait here. I'm fucking out. I'm leaving. Fuck this. I'm not hanging out with this scatterbrain. I can't. I'm not hanging out with this airhead, scatterbrain nonsense, growing flowers in a damn abandoned church that's made of stone for some reason. Just a little longer. You're gonna actually make me fucking wait. Now that you mention it. I don't know your name. Yeah, no kidding. That's not your name. Hmm. There we go. That's not her name either. Um, we gotta come up with a good one. How about Mandy Moore? Because she played your voice in Kingdom Hearts. Done. I'm Mandy, the flower girl. Nice to meet you. Shags, the name's Shags. Me, I do a little bit of everything. And brunettes. Also brunettes. Yeah, I do whatever's needed. Or whoever needs it. What's so funny? What are you laughing at? Sexual innuendo? Shags, don't let it get to you. What, that you were making sexual innuendo? I don't give a shit. Don't mind me. Well, I wasn't going to, but now I do, because you told me not to. Say, Shags, have you ever been a bodyguard? You can do anything, right? Convenient how that dialogue took place, in that order. Oh boy. It's gonna cost you. How about I go out with you? Fuck, I just want out of this so bad. Let me leave. Right now. I don't know who you are, but you don't know me. I know you. Oh yeah, I know you. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shut up, Shinra spy. Reno, want him taken out? I haven't decided yet. Don't fight here, you'll ruin the flowers. You're best friends! What am I doing? My Kevin Costner impression is weird. I can't tell if those guys are laughing or if they're doing like shoulder curls. Like shoulder lifts or whatever. Like they're just like rolling their shoulders around to keep themselves loose. I didn't read what they said. And don't step on the flowers. You just stepped on them. They're ruined. You're going to catch holy hell. Aw, man. Thank you for putting all three of those dialogue boxes up at the same time, though. Okay. Oh, boy. There they are, over there, so I can see 4 interactable things. Shags, that one. Barrels, I guess. I know. Looks like they aren't going to let us go. What should we do? Well, we can't let them catch us, can we? There's only one thing left to do. Be a super athlete. Are you super athletic? Mandy, this way. Oh, that's his voice. My voice, I guess. All right, I'll hold them off. Right, make sure they don't get through. The ancient is getting away. Attack, attack, attack. Okay, she's getting away, so shoot her. Mandy, think we killed them? They never should have fought us. Shags, help! Oh boy. Run, you dumb bitch. Oh, right. You don't even have a job and you can't think for yourself because of this corporate nightmare. Okay, so I probably want to not drop that one. I probably want to drop... Ah! Hold on a second. I think this one is going to fall on top of him. Wrong one. It was the back left corner. Oh, Shags, what are you doing? Being bad at things generally. That's my move. Oh boy. It's a good thing she's wearing heavy armor under all that dress. You see that titty jacket she's wearing has a plus 15 defense bonus. That's why women wear such small clothing. Believe it or not, it actually has massive AC. Ay, ay, ay. Hit them just a little bit harder with your stick. Yowza. One more time. Yay. Good job, Mandy. Now please make a run for it. Because you're in trouble. I messed up. I've already screwed up this sequence of barrels. So we're... What? And I can get into random encounters up here? Oh boy. This just got exciting. And these aren't weak to lightning, so this is going to take 2 hits. Hey. I underestimated you for the first time, Shags. But it will not be the last. I needed that one over yonder. I needed to drop that one. Alright, run, girl. That one's probably the closer one. So this one's probably next. But probably not. No, we know it's not. You're going to want to run. Hold on. Run like hell. Hey, she made it that time. Alright, so we made a bungle of that, but hey, it's all good. Run. There was a way that we could have done that and been cool guys, and it wasn't the way we did it. But we're not revisiting that cutscene. Maybe we'll remember when we play it again in the future. I'm beginning to feel like this isn't to scale, but haha, they're looking for me again. You mean it's not the first time they've been after you? No, they're the Turks. Hmm. The Turks are a Shinra organization. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. This violently? I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of other dirty stuff on the side. Murder, spying, you know. They look like it. But why are they after you? There must be a reason, right? No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Maybe you do. You want to join? I don't know, but I don't want to get caught by those people. Then let's go. You have a childlike demeanor. I'm beginning to think that you have a very overprotective mother. Wait, I said. She can span that 8-foot gap on a dead jump, but this is just, it's working too much. Whoo! Naturally athletic, or maybe she's gifted. Maybe she's beloved of a god. I thought you were cut out to be soldier. Oh, you're terrible. Hey, Shags, were you ever in soldier? Your eyes have a strange glow. They infuse you with Mako and you become a soldier. Right, nothing. Come on, let's go, bodyguard. Boring dialogue. Let's go. I don't need combat encounters, but I need this story to move the fuck along. It's like being in a TV show that won't get through the prologue. I finally got off. Yep. That took you forever. My house is over here. Hurry before they come. Wait, she said it was over here. Let's go this way. Don't tell me what to do. My gamer instincts tell me to explore. Oh, that's the way we came from. That's not exciting. That save point is, though. Turn around. It's a trick that they took out of later games. If you get in a back attack, you can press the run command, and you'll just turn around. You'll be in the opposite rows that you began in. Maybe just you'll be in the opposite rows you began in. So she'll start in the back, he'll start in the front. But you don't take that double damage when they hit you in the back the first time. Wait a minute, did that save? Didn't look like it saved. Okay, off we go to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Fuck, I'm so bored. I'm so bored I'm not breathing properly. I don't need to talk to any of these people because I am just dropping this girl off. So many save points. I'm utilizing all of them because fuck it. But yeah, they really littered this game with save points because, like Final Fantasy VI, they really didn't. You're not hurt, are you? I'm alright. Shags was with me. Oh my god, I cannot believe I'm meeting your mother before the first date. Sector 7, far from here. I need to go to Titsa's bar. Is Titsa a girl? A girl friend? No way. Hee hee hee. Okay. Well, that's nice. Sector 7, yada yada. Lots of blah 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 blah. Lots of blah blah blah. Help with a girl, blah 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 blah. Girl, you mean blah blah blah. You expect a blah blah blah. I'm taking Shags to Sector 7, Mom. Yeah, see, you can get between sectors on foot. But dear, I give up. You never listen once you've made up your mind. But if you must go, why don't you go tomorrow? It's getting late now. Yeah, you're right, Mom. Mandy, please go to bed. Um, That glow in your eyes. You're a soldier, right? Yeah, I used to be. I don't know how to say this, but could you leave here without telling Mandy? Would be my pleasure. Would be my pleasure. You don't understand. Maybe other people want the party to stay together. Everybody that comes into your party, they want you to stay. But I've played Final Fantasy VI. Okay? I understand guest party members. I have not, and by the time I played Final Fantasy VII, but by the time I'm playing this now, recently played Final Fantasy II. I understand guest party members. I don't care if Tifa, Barrett, or Aerith are permanent party members at this point. I want this story to begin. I haven't read a word of that. I didn't know there was anybody talking. Fuck! Another flashback sequence. How you've grown. It's like they really think I like this guy and want to know who he is before the second act. Let's go. Let's move this fucking thing along. Your mom, I don't have a girlfriend. All I do is lay around in bed all day. My bed is in the living room, so she can bitch at me for it. And she should. She should bitch at me for laying around in bed all day. If all I'm doing is laying around in bed all day and she's buying my food, and she's paying for my home, and she's paying for my shelter. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. She should bitch at me. She should be just constantly nagging at me to be anybody other than who I am. I see there that can't get caught this time. She's awake. She has... What? I guess there's a squeaky floorboard. Okay, try again. You don't need to give me the dialogue box. Just get it done. Why did I actually go to sleep? Fuck. You don't have to be so punitive. Oh, okay. Son of a bitch! I got stuck up on the fucking environment. It's okay. It's okay. Don't get caught this time. And look, if you've got a job, it's whatever to live with your mom. That's not what I'm saying. Living with your mom's not the problem. Not helping your mom around the house is the problem. Not being around for your mom when she needs a man to be around. And specifically a young man. Because the needs of women never change. They need men aged 20 to 30 with healthy backs. They need that from birth until death. That's why you give women sons. If you don't give her a son and you're not around her to use your big strong back for her, she'll find a man who will. And good on her. Good on her. Even if you believe that the reason that you stopped giving her your big strong back is because of something that she did or did not do, even if you're right, that means that the relationship was never strong enough that you should have been stooping in the first place. You never should have been inside her, and you definitely should have never lived in her home. You never should have cohabitated. That's what that means. You know, I never take these, but I'm gonna do it. Just this once. Can I not? I can't take like 10 of it. Oh, I can't buy 10. You know, I might have just bought armor. I might have just bought too many of those. Let me out of here. I'm not being very smart with my purchases, and I'm not super worried about it because I'm bored. Bored, and my skill level at these games is too high for me to be bored. What time is it, and how are we doing for battery? 47. Not quite 10 o'clock. I still got 2 hours before it's going to be warm in the tent, and I think I'm going to be able to swing that in battery time. So please don't be shy. If you like what I'm doing, I can't see chats, but let me know in the comments of this, my shorts, something. Let me know. Get a hold of me. Let me know. I want to know that you like it. And I want to know what I can do better. Because when a Patreon subscriber told me what I could do better, like not holding the phone, not having my hand in the way, letting my face be on screen, I said, well, I'm going to need a stand and a controller and an external microphone. And he said, well, here's $150. And I said, I'm eating on some of that. I'm buying weed with some of that, but I'll do my best. And he said, thank you for being an adult and communicating with me. Go forth. And then I made these videos. I sent him a test run. He felt very good about it. And now his money bought something. God damn it! You're up bright and early. No shit. I couldn't ask you to go. I knew it would be dangerous. Well, at least I have the subtlety and the discretion not to tell her, rather, that her mom didn't want her to come with. We have to go through the slum in Sector 6 to get to Tietz's 7th Heaven. Hate this so much. Hi guys, thank you for the like. Thank you for being here. When I was a kid, I could not get past this section. I played for hours and hours and hours. My little brother and I, by this point, we had to get a memory card because we couldn't get past this part. Could not figure out how to get through this. Had to beg my mom. Need a memory card. Need a memory card. Cannot play this game without a memory card because we just couldn't figure it out. Hours and hours and hours of this section. And I'm not going to stand here and tell you that I think I have it memorized. This might take me an absurdly long time. But I'll show you what I think I can still remember. It was a big part of my life. I forgot to give her materia. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. Okay, I gotta give her materia before I get to talking. I gotta actually just equip her with gear, period, before I get to talking, because I'll forget. I'll sidetrack myself. Okay, so she's gotta have, well, she can just have the materia that I got left. That means that one of my restore materia is going to be a little bit less developed than the other. But, okay, so I could see that these are on different planes. And I could see that that hand is elevated. But I could not tell what this was. I didn't know what this is. Still don't know what that's about. And I could not tell that that brown rectangle... Shouldn't have done that. Just wasted that. Like a boss, though. Random encounters are going to make talking about the environment that we're in inconvenient, but we'll get there. Cloud, you're not doing a very good job of using that cover material, homie. Yeah, we're going to hold on to that. Don't know what I'm doing or thinking. Don't know why I'm letting this fight run so long. I want to get out of this fight, so let's just make sure to heal twice and use a bunch of standard attacks. Oh my god. Yep. And waste 2 of Cloud's limit breaks. We'll get there. It's all trivial at this point. So slow. Okay. Moving. Hey, great job, Mandy. You gained a whole level. Okay, this rectangle right here, I could not tell that this rectangle was between the... I did not realize that that was a ladder. I walked around this section for hours. For hours looking for something interactable when all you have to do is that. It's that easy. Begged. We had to start the game over so many times. So many times. Yeah, you can walk this quickly between sectors. Fine. Take her home. Yeah, I guess so. Can we take a break? We don't need to. Oh, fuck. I only got into one in combat encounter in that place, but there's a fucking house that does this AoE attack, and it's just so powerful. Oh, I guess I need to talk to you. Can't believe it's still here. And we wiped in that section so many times, me and my little brother. He's 4 years younger than I am. So I was 10, he was 6. Just completely overmatched by that because I did not realize that was a plank that you could climb up. Highly embarrassing to me now, but I was a little kid and I could not. I thought what it was wanting me to do was get in that crane and interact with that crane and pick that plank up off the ground and make it a bridge to span those two, and that is clearly not what was going on. What was your rank in soldier? She wants to know. First class. He has that flash. That's uncanny. Just the same as him, the same as whom? My first boyfriend. And the first thing Cloud wants to know is whether they were serious. It was her first boyfriend. No, but I liked him for a while. I probably knew him. What was his name? Doesn't really matter. You knew him, buddy. She knows you. You might know her. You had a weird dream sequence when she was talking to you when you were in the twilight of sleep. Huh? Hey, back there. Titsa? Weird and melodramatic. That girl in the cart was Titsa? Where are we going? She looked kind of odd. Okay. Wait! I'll go on alone. You go home. Oh boy. You see, that worked because they can only animate one sprite at a time. So Cloud couldn't chase after her because he couldn't animate both of them. They couldn't animate both of them. No, they make the lie of that by having all of these different characters on screen animated at the same time. That was a limitation in the 16-bit days, 8-bit days. You can only have one character doing an action at once. This place is scary in a lot of ways, especially for a girl. I guess we're going to be exploring what that's about. Hey, you two, why don't you get some rest? We have a beautiful room. How about it? A beautiful room? It'll be 10 gil per night. Nah. 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 We'll buy a tent. Oh, what do we got here? Boop, boop, boop. Bleep, blip. Shooting with the gun. Broken. Okay. Now we know that's a thing. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Our first puzzle. Please come in. There's a free pharmacy coupon if you enter now. Okay. Sit. Welcome. That I may not have read those words in the right order. He may have said, welcome, sit wherever you like. Yes, what will you have? We'll have the Korean barbecue plate because we're men. In this store, you pay first. It'll be 70 gil. That's fine. I would prefer to pay first because then I'm not expected to tip for service. If I tip for service, it's because I'm just that generous. There you go. I've had better dog food. Thank you. Here's an item from the thing. You can exchange it. That's our last coupon. Thank you for your next promotion. Pharmacy coupon. Okay. Well, was that the pharmacy? Aren't cats great? This one's a little big, huh? Yeah, that's a lucky cat, and it's like a statue machine thing. Hey, pal. What's your deal? Whoa! Don't just stand there. Say something. I hit X. We have a coupon, then please select one medicine that you like. Deodorant sounds fine. Receive the key item, deodorant. I'm a stinky, stinky boy. Not anymore. That's a save point. Please stop by. Hey, boy. You sure got a good-looking heifer there. Take her to the Don's place, and you'll make a mint. To the Donald's place? It's a little early to start eating. Come back in a bit. Heard that. Sup, sexy man? Heard that. Glad the door's open. You know, hours of operation are something that more people should respect. Welcome. Please take your time. Don't push, hooligan. I wasn't pushing. I pressed X. Oh, what should I? Fuck me. I got a tickle in my sinuses. All this trash. Can't we do anything with it? All this belongs to the owner of the weapons shop. He keeps picking things up and saving them here. Oh, you mean the owner who has a tank in his shop? But any way you look at it, it's just trash. Shit. Chrono Trigger at least lets you run away. Well, this isn't the weapon shop. Join the club, he says. Try it with us. Oh dear, I've gained weight again. All right, 1, 2, 3, squats to the rhythm. How's this? Fantastic. Fucking weirdos. Let's go. Why is this place scary for a lady, though? Man, times are bad. And then? Oh, really? Fascinating. Hey, could you do something for me? Someone's been in there all day and they're not coming out. I can't hold it anymore. He needs to pee-pee. Hey, someone's in here. Don't look. Okay. Well, let's go behind the kitchen. Hey, yes, if you want to order, do it at the counter. I tried. Well, there's nobody at the counter. I did. I opened the door, and he said, somebody's in here. I tried to order it. Oh, that's probably not the counter, is it? This is probably the counter. This isn't the counter either. I guess I'm not allowed to be here yet. If you want food, order at the counter. I'm trying. Dang it. And that guy won't come out. And then, I guess I'm not allowed to interact with this yet either. It's starting to get warm in my tent. I gotta turn on my fan to get some air circulation in my tent. Alright, what we got? Uh-oh. There we go. It didn't want to turn on. This is Don Corneo's mansion. He's a big shot here in Wall Market. Listen, the Don doesn't like men, so get the hell out of here. Don Corneo, huh? Corneo. Is he corny? So his name is Donald Corny? Do we know anybody else who's corny in 1997? Has the name Donald? And was in movies? You want something? I don't want to hear any complaints about how... I don't care. Provide me a service or don't speak to me. Mithril rod is a purchase. Metal knuckle should be a purchase. Assault gun. Still haven't equipped that yet. I got 3 of them that I don't need. Already with the... Why? Why with the so many upgrades to the weapons and the gear? Because they're making me grind my shit. They're making me grind on purpose. Bing bong. And they assume that I have been grinding. I haven't. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-dee-da-da-boo-doo. There we go. Now Mandy is useful. Well, let's go down here, since I guess this is all that's left to do. Let's come down here and get shot at by that gun again. That was at the pharmacy, by the way. We know that now. I just can't make up my mind. About what? Don't make me say it. It's the shop down to the right. You notice that the ground is green, and they said that you can't grow grass in the slums? Okay. Man, should I go or not? I get so mental at times like this. I'm hopeless. Hey, aren't you? What? You mean you're too? No. What? Me too. I decided this after a lot of deep thought. My last memories of Midgar, you know? But that guy over there kind of scares me. No way, I can't go in. Things aren't working out. Between our differences in my pay, it just isn't cutting it. No, didn't mean to talk to you again. I want the fat one. Welcome! Even unpopular dweebs like you may meet their destiny here. You looking for a girlfriend or two? You know a girl named Titsa? Hey, you're pretty fast. Titsa's our newest girl, but unfortunately, she's having an interview right now. Here at the Honeybee Inn, it's customary for all the new girls to be taken to Don Corneo's mansion. Don Corneo's a famous dilettante. Now he wants to settle down and is in the market for a bride. Who does that sound like? Does that sound like anyone that you know in the real world? That sounds in 1997. So 1996, 1995, 1993. Does that sound like anybody that was in Back to the Future, or that maybe Back to the Future 2 was about? The Honeybee Inn is a private club. Only members can go in. Shoo shoo. I don't want to go in. I want to find Tifa. Sorry. Titsa. Yeah. You know, Mandy's mom is going to be extremely annoyed with me. She wanted me to leave so that she wouldn't follow me. And instead what I did is spent the night with her in a love hotel. Japan, 1997. That's risque. This is the grown-up Final Fantasy, y'all. This is the one that has adult themes. But a 9-year-old vernacular, and all the characters are 6. Hey, you got a cute one with you. Hey, this looks like the Don's mansion. I'll take a look. I'll tell Titsa about you. No, you can't. Why? Do you know what kind of place this is? What am I supposed to do? You want to go in with me? Well, being a man, that'll be pretty hard. Besides, if I bust in there, it'll cause too much commotion. She's a giggles. But I can't just let you go in alone. Aw, man. First, we need to find out if Titsa's all right. What's so funny, Mandy? Shags, why don't you dress up like a girl? It's the only way. What? Just wait. I've got a cute friend I want to bring. Mandy, I can't. You are worried about Titsa, aren't you? Then come on, hurry. Okay, so how are we going to look like a girl? What's our first stop? If we're trying to think in terms of point-and-click adventure games from the 90s, what is our first stop in accomplishing this goal? Well, the first thing that I think about when I think about looking like girls is dresses. It might take a little time. Will that be all right? What's the problem? Well, my father, the owner, has been in a slump lately. You see, he makes all the dresses. And where is your father? He's probably plastered at the bar. So we're skipping the rest of this because we don't care. In fact, we don't need her to agree. All we need to know is that her father is a drunk but makes dresses. So we can skip those 6 dialogue boxes that are irrelevant and go to this obvious Taylor drunk. Excuse us, are you the father of the girl at the clothing store? I own the clothing shop, but I ain't your dad. Make me some clothes. I don't make men's clothes. Skipping to the part where this is about putting him in girls' clothes. Might be interested, but is getting a little bored making regular clothes. What do you mean regular clothes? What kind of dress do you want? Something that feels clean, something that feels soft. Well, I got deodorant, so we don't need to feel clean. And something that shimmers. You know, I got a friend with your taste. Why don't you go talk to him? Well, who do we know that might have a similar taste? Likes things shiny and clean. Whom do we know? Oh dear, I've gained weight again. Not them. 1, 2, 3, squats in the rhythm, doing my best, bro. Join the club. I'm trying. Try it with us. I'm trying. I thought that this would be where I would meet a shiny transsexual. Guess not. I probably should have listened to everything he said. He probably wanted me to do more. Because he's a... Oh, nope. So let's go back to this... Nope. Let's go back to the shop. Dep-de-diddly-doo, I hate this shit. This is dumb. It doesn't just pad the game. It does absolutely nothing for narrative storytelling. But... Oh. Girls liked it. My best friend in 5th grade, his sister was in high school. I don't know how old she was, but she was a fairly, very, very developed artist, actually. And she used to do pencil, not sketches, pencil art of Cloud as a Woman. She used to do photoreal um, pencil portraits, graphite portraits, really, is what they were at that point. But okay, so what's next? I should have read some of those words. And this was 1997 when Eddie Izzard was still scandalous as a transvestite, not even a transsexual. Now he's a transsexual because being a cross-dresser in public wasn't risque enough. But, they're in a different position. Are you the one who wants to be cute? Cute. Right. And about the wig. Yeah, I heard, but it'll cost you. Arg, big bro, the only way you're going to get cuter is if you can beat big bro. That's right. So you've got to compete with us. You're right. Let's do squats. All right. We'll beat you out of this gym. Are you the beautiful bro? What? You didn't know? Always running around here saying big bro this, big bro that? We didn't get to know you before that. Never mind that. Come over here. No, I'll explain the rules. From the ready position, press XBA. X. That's going to be problematic. I think that's square circle X. I do want to practice. Square circle X, 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 square. All right. Nope, that's not right. You're in trouble, pal. I can squat like a bitch. It's gonna look like I'm fucking doing cam work. Gotta concentrate on this a little bit. Square circle X, 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 square circle. That's gonna get annoying to hear, sorry. In the rhythm. Come on, bro. Do you even squat? Do you need me to do side lunges? Like what? How do we make this difficult for me? You're really something, dude. Yeah, I got 20 of them in 30 seconds. I ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. Blonde wig. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Punch across the room. Shut up. Don't cry just 'cause you lost. Ah, bro's fist cuts like steel to the bone. So we know that bro is not actually, like, we know that that's not a lady, right? That lady got dangly bits. That's fine. But they did just play it for a joke. Oh, I guess I need to. I got the wig. I got the deodorant. I got the dress. What else could a lady possibly need before she goes out for the night? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Ba 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 bee bee bum boo ba boo. Looks like you're all set. Aren't you gonna change? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, boy. And now let's see if the game thought that we did well enough for Don Corneo to choose us instead of one of the other girls. Yeah, you're right. Should we try it? Thanks for showing us something new. My father's got his motivation back now, so the dress is on the house. Miss Shags. I'm not embarrassed by this, not even a little bit. When I was in college, a chick said that, actually it was a chick and her whole group of friends, I was hanging out in their dorm, and they were like, we bet you won't let us dress you up like a girl in her clothes. And I was like, I bet you won't do anything that'll be worth it to me. And then one of her girlfriends suggested something with her mouth that would be worth it to me, and I said, I bet you're going to lose that bet. And they did lose that bet. I went to class dressed like a girl. and it was worth it. For the story, you see. God damn, this is taking forever. It's like, I swear to God, they think that I'm playing not a turn-based, they think I'm playing a point-and-click adventure game. It's like this is what people wanted. It's like when people were complaining about there wasn't enough narrative in the Final Fantasy franchise, this is what they actually wanted, because they were playing Monkey Island and point-and-click adventure games before they got this. And so they were like, wow, this is everything I ever wanted. And I'm like, where are the boss fights? Where are the turn-based encounters? Now's our chance. Let's find Titsa. Fuck, just let me go. I guess you can actually get into the Honeybee Hotel or whatever, and there's like a whole story section there that has been effectively written out of the game because it was over long, and um, about how Donald Trump is affiliated with people who traffic in underage women for sex. This is what this whole section is about. This whole section is about Donald Trump taking advantage of the sex trade in Japan. Because the corporate sex trade is alive and well in Asia. Fuck, I don't care. Mandy helped us. Yeah, we're explaining to her things that the audience knows. This needs to do a time jump. There needed to have been a jump cut to this. All of this superfluous dialogue needed to have been cut. Like an editor, a director, would have come into this game and said, no, 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 no. But because the writer was also the character designer and auteur, none of this got cut. Because they were trying to compete with how fucking wordy and dialogue heavy the Metal Gear Solid is. I'm literally not paying attention to any of this because it's deeply uncomfortable and inappropriate content for children to be consuming. So we're just getting past it. We are getting through all of this completely sexually inappropriate material for a game that is being marketed to 6-year-olds. I was playing this in 5th grade. But this is the grown-up Final Fantasy, y'all. This is the Final Fantasy that has grown-up things. This is the Meteora of Final Fantasy games. Meteora being Linkin Park's grown-up album. I legitimately don't know if they released a record after that. It was so bad. So pandering and condescending to the idea that they were adults now. Alright, a mohawkioed fat blonde guy in a flashy red shirt with his collar pulled a little bit too low. Alright, ladies, line up in front of the dawn. Jesus Christ. The point is to make this deeply unsettling and to teach boys what girls go through. Like, this is what casting couches are like. This, boys, is what you are going to put women through as adults. Do better. And so I learned that lesson as a small child, and I didn't need this dialogue section, and I didn't need to feel compelled to make him pick Cloud outside of him not picking one of the girls. Oh no, I didn't do my job of protecting her. I guess he doesn't like shimmering soft dresses. I guess he likes something else. I can only assume it wasn't the wig. Maybe he wanted me to maybe I have pimple face. But this is worse. Like this, it's actually kind of better that I got this because this is worse. Now I'm going to be gang molested. and I'm not allowed to just fight my way out of it. I have to pretend like a girl. I have to avoid them. Oh, run away from them like a girl would do. Oh no, don't hurt me. Don't touch me. This is ridiculous. It's gross. It's predatory. It is an accurate depiction of male behavior. I once, um, I once worked at a pizza place owned by a couple. I'm tall, I'm thin, I was married, and my coworkers all dared me. They bet that I wouldn't dress up like a woman. They're like, "You won't dress up like a woman for Halloween." And I said, "Absolutely, I will." Do you hear the things they're saying? These are the things that men say to transsexual women today. Like this is a very, very accurate portrayal of reality. But I was like, the fuck I won't. And so I went and I found a pair of 4-inch heels, boots, actually hooker boots, and I bought a pair of woman's skinny jeans, and I actually bought a Miley Cyrus brand shirt. I went and found the sluttiest shirt I could find, and it just happened to be Miley Cyrus brand, which was absolutely on point for her personality change in the coming years. I was trying to make a point about that. This was before she ruined her voice and started dancing naked on stage. Um, oh, I took away his all materia too. That's funny. And then uh, my wife was very well endowed. Um, so I wore one of her bras, and because I'm 6'3", my bust is above eye level. The neck of my shirt is above eye level for just about every human being, especially when you're sitting down. You're talking about table service. So I just looked like I was tall, 6'3", maybe 150. Nah, I was a little heavier than that. Maybe 180 pounds with like maybe like a 32 triple D, and people treated me different. I also had long dark hair that I wore down. Actually, I wore it in a high ponytail up on the top of my head so that it flowed around my neck, and yeah, people treated me different. The owner's dad flirted with me, and then his daughter was the owner. She she tells me later that he asked who she was. She's sexy. You had to be like, that's Vincent. You know him. This is why men behave that way, because they get a lot more positive attention. Except it's not positive. It's going to be uncanny for you to hear an internet personality say this, but not all attention is good attention. And that was bad attention. But then anyway, I went to a party. The whole point about like this setup that we just explored. I guess I could use the mouse. This whole setup that we just explored, and I skipped through because we don't need to experience it in real time, granularly. We do need to go, rescue Mandy from exactly the same situation. But this is like, if you've read any of the accounts of the women who claim to know the people that were on the Epstein list or have been affected in their lives by Donald Trump, this is the exact setup. This is the exact setup that was described. I don't know I didn't realize I had a dialogue choice. I guess I can choose to flirt with her in that moment. That's how tonally offset this whole situation is. I can choose to earn sex from her in this situation. I can, I can virtue signal that I'm not like these guys, and it works. Tone deaf. We're not watching this. I've read too many of the accounts of Donald Trump's behavior before he became president to actually watch it play out. We got about an hour before it starts to get hot outside. It's actually still chilly. And now we're interrogating him with sex violence, because it's Japan and sex violence wasn't taboo in Japan. I don't even think sex violence is still taboo for children. Like, a lot of the reason that people don't like the Sword Art Online arc is because the women are just constantly in sex violence, the threat of sex danger. I get it. As a victim, the repeat victim of sex violence, I don't really want to participate in it for as long as I can. If you understand what I'm saying. And then we all conspicuously run over here to this side of the room. He doesn't mind. And then that happens. Scripted, get me the fuck out of here. And then for whatever reason, the perspective, like this is a movie, switches to someone other than our characters. I don't need to know this. Why haven't I gotten any of these perspectives before now? Why didn't I get this perspective while they were deciding to ambush me? The ambush was obvious. I don't care. Reeves says, President, are we really going to do this? Simply destroy a group with only a few members? What's the problem, Reeve? You won out. No. But as head of the urban development department, I have been involved in the building and running of Midgar. That's why... Reeve, flush your personal problems with the rest of your crap. The mayor's against this anyway. Looks right at the camera. Mayor? He just sits in his building all day, feeding his face. You call that a mayor? Yep. Now, if you'll excuse me, sir, I'm not doing that. For long. Yes. Decidedly Japanese, like if you've watched Witchblade, I think is what it's called. This is just decidedly Japanese. And so a lot of American kids played this, and it's just a dystopian fantasy that has no relationship to the real world because it's so Japanese. But to them, I mean, it has a very real relationship with the real world because Japanese business people live extremely unethical and, well, by Western standards, unethical and excessive lives. We're going to hold on to that. And so when Western, especially American business people do business with them, they tend to prefer to do business the way the Japanese do it. Which means alcohol and prostitutes. Lots of both. In public. It's all over their anime. This isn't anything that I'm not saying anything critical of them. I just won't live that life with them. Thank you for sticking with me through that little, it wasn't a rant, that little truth telling. Okay, so the beauty of the all materia is every level gives you an extra cast of all. You see that, I don't know why I'm sitting here like this. Oh, neat. You see that she can no longer cast this to everybody, and so I'm just going to sit here. I don't know why I was just going to sit there and watch that last little bit of the fight instead of attacking it. Because I was thinking about how Titsa needs materia. I didn't buy her that weapon. Oh well. She'll survive. Restore, fire, ice. Damn it. Why does Magnumgo have those other fire and ice materia? That's annoying to me. Alright, moving on. I guess I should help the girls. Didn't realize they weren't going to get themselves up. This is what I'm talking about with, like, your damn corporate... Just think for your fucking self. Get up. Help yourself. Oh, this also allowed me to heal before I initiate this fight. That's funny. Sometimes there are reasons for the things that games do. Man, that takes so long. People were really happy about it back in the day. We didn't mind. We had the time to wait for it back in the day, and we weren't, this franchise, we just weren't playing around other people, so it didn't matter how long these things took back then. Because like I was playing, and I might, if my emulator will accept my controller, I might be willing to um, play an emulated game no matter what um, copyright wants me to do about it, because I'm trying to remember the name of it. Why did I do that? I'm trying to remember the name of the franchise. That's why I'm struggling. Wild Arms. The first game in the Wild Arms series is so awesome, but everything takes so long. Combat takes so long, even like a one-turn combat, because every action takes so long to execute. That's why I'm not just playing it for my personal time. I get bored waiting for it to play. Which is a modern gamer problem for sure. For sure. Diddly 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 diddly. Like back in 1997, the idea that I could put um, a screen the size of my Samsung S24 Ultra or whatever on a tripod and wirelessly play with a controller, um, and not need a console or a giant desktop computer, like that was entirely. Why did I do that again? I know why. I'm lazy. That's why. I'm lazy and I'm making a simple mistake. I didn't set the settings to remember my last input. Did it again. Did it again on purpose. And I don't remember what I was talking about because the series of things I did was so stupid. Nice. I was just thinking to myself that if I should have been using these limit breaks sooner, because the more often you use your limit break, the more likely you are to learn the next one. Cool. Okay, let's take care of the thing that, yeah. Max stats. I'm not going to press that because I don't know what it's going to do. I suspect it's going to give my characters max stats to make like boss fights that I can't get through trivial, because that's the kind of what do they call it, quality of life upgrade that, oh, that's a materia. That's the kind of quality of life upgrade that Final Fantasy, that Squeenix's gamers actually do want. Not me, but they. I want to be able to put this on fast forward and auto attack. Just let it do itself. I want to be able to give it like the gambit system, I think is what it's called in Final Fantasy 12. I want to just sort of like there's a. I'm not going to talk about that right now because I'm going to think about that. I'm going to think very seriously about that after this stream. So I'm not going to talk about it. We can talk a little bit though about psychologically the way your brain works. That talking about doing something, talking about I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it's going to be, and actually really talking it out step by step and really talking about it is the same neurologically as doing it. And so talking about something like I'm going to write a novel and it's going to be like this is neurologically the same as doing it. So you're not likely to actually do it. Stephen King got around this. He gives the advice in on writing that the workaround to that is just never talk about it, and he calls it going in the closet with it, which is maybe idiomatically problematic today, but he literally wrote in a closet in his home, and so idiomatically, when he says go in the closet with it, he's being entirely literal. He's not being idiomatic, and he's not referring to homosexuality. And anyway, he's probably a closet homosexual anyway, just because of his age group, and the decisions that he made re his wife and that relationship. and just also his upbringing. Um, Absentee father, overbearing mother. Um, thank God for that little green thing to show me how to climb up there. I don't know why that, or that that brown rectangle I was talking about earlier didn't have a green thing on it to indicate that you can climb this. Ah, my nose hairs itch. They get tangled up in one another, and then one of my sinus reactions is just for my nose hairs to itch. And so what he did is he literally locked himself up. He would come home from work. He had a teaching job, and he would come home from work from his teaching job, and he would lock himself in the closet for an hour or however long, and that was how he wrote Carrie. And so his advice for struggling authors is like, if you're really having time, it's starting to get really warm. I'm either gonna have to, um, I'm either gonna have to change the batteries in my fan or think about altering my plans for the day. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to whether that was actually accomplishing the steal or not. Steel is my favorite um, skill, ability, whatever. Second favorite. Mug is my favorite. But Steel Locke used to be a permanent fixture in my party in Final Fantasy VI because he was the only character who gets Steel. And then when I play games like Final Fantasy Tactics or any of the Final Fantasies with the job system, so 5, 3, 1, it's really difficult for me not to have a rogue slash thief archetype in my party. All right, now this looks familiar to me. Mandy, you got all mixed up in all this. Or you got mixed up in all this. Don't tell me to go home. Now that is a woman after my own spirit. Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. I can drag this out. It's getting uncomfortably warm. But I can drag this out for another half hour. I think you're still with me. Thank you for still being with me. Hey, thank the two of you for being with me, and hello. Um, if the second of you is new, or if either of you is new since the last time I said hello, that's very cool of you. I'm sorry that if you're chatting with me, I cannot see the chat. I don't know if I have it on. I'm sorry about that. Hi, Potion. I'm capturing my screen and not the game, so you've been able to see hopefully that it's not popping up on my screen. And so anyway, psychologically, if you want to get around not doing the things, like if you find yourself the kind of person that's like, I'm going to do these things, and then when it comes time to actually do them, not having the motivation, that's not about ADD. It's not about a personal failure. It's about neurologically you've already accomplished the task. And so I don't know if going into the closet and hiding everything, hiding that you're thinking from people is the answer, because going into the closet and hiding that you're thinking is it's textbook repression. And so I don't know if artistic repression is the way to go either, because I know that I have bad days when I feel like I can't talk to anybody about the last sandcastle, or I feel like if I were to publish anything that I am thinking or that I have been working on with the last sandcastle, that nobody's going to read it and care about it. So going in the closet for me gives me very bad days. It gives me bad days. Um, but like it gave all of my gay friends psychopathology. It made them all hard to be around. So I understand, and what I'm saying is maybe repression is just not the answer. As a speaker of truth, I'm going to tell you that repressing truths was harmful to me for years, not just speaking my truth. It gave me intermittent explosive disorder, is a way to think about it. It made my intermittent emotional overwhelm become intermittently explosive because I needed to valve it off, because I was bottling up or closeting everything that was inconvenient to the people around me. And so if you do that, you might want to consider not. Just consider, you don't have to be blunt. You don't have to be cynical, right? You don't have to be ugly. I choose to say the ugly truth because it's the truth that nobody else will say. But I've also determined that I'm going to be known as the philosopher of the grotesque someday, the philosopher of the deeply ugly. If Plato and Plotinus get to be philosophers of the beautiful, and they were so badly misunderstood, then let me be misunderstood for saying the ugly thing. You find the beauty in it if you think it's so easy. And that seems like a defiant, maybe even an oppositionally defiant challenge. But not every challenge is in defiance. Some challenges are just a challenge. It's like this game isn't defying me to beat it. It's challenging me to time that up where the ghost isn't invisible, so that I can actually do damage to it. So if the challenge is to care enough to give a damn, and then to act accordingly, the challenge is to know what that means. And I can't answer all of the questions on your quiz for you. Like I just can't do everything on the test for you. No, I like that. I shouldn't. That's hard to read. Yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah, why does why did Magnum go? I thought I had a fire. I thought I had 2 fire and 2 ice. Whatever. Materia. I thought I had. Can I not get down from here? This is kind of what I'm talking about with areas that I get stuck in because I just cannot tell what I am looking at. I get that these are like that's girder. Is that like a girder? That's how you get down. No, did I already do this? No, that's how you get down. Okay. And then you can go inside the train here because that's a hole in the train. That's how I can see through it. And then that was leading out of the train. I see what I'm looking at. I'm sure that I'm missing something. In fact, I'm positive that there's an item that I'm leaving on the ground somewhere, but I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't like these kind of dungeons. This isometric shit that I can't see what I'm looking at. And Final Fantasy VII is just loaded with this nonsense. Like every screen looks like that. This is the item I thought I was forgetting. There might even have been a materia, like a poison materia or something that I just absolutely skipped in the sections that we just left. Which would be a bummer. Because bio is pretty sweet. So, oh my god, that's an enormous spider. Off of that. Fuck. It doesn't always register the D-pad. That's another reason I kind of prefer the joystick. I need a I need a couple of producers. I need several producers. Not just people who are willing to invest in me financially, but I am looking for um, somebody that has my phone number and is watching these lives. Okay, so they are healed by ice, so they can text me when I'm letting a thought die that is compelling. Don't do it twice. I'm sure I've been stealing from this one in the back row the whole time. I have not been paying a lick of attention. The number of fucks I give is 0. I've been bored for a while. I've been utterly disengaged from this game for a while. And that's while pretending to have never played it before. Like I'm trying my best to not lean into talking about it like we've both played it a lot. So like we're not talking about like deep lore and oh this connects to that thing that we know is I'm trying not to spoil the game because I am certain there are people out there who like my presentation style who've never played this game. And if you're them, please, and you've hit that like button, just come back, circle back when I set this to public when I'm done, and just let me know you that you were in the comments. Let me know you were there. by hitting me up in the comments. It's cool of you for being here. Really, it is. Future audience, it's cool of you for circling around and giving me a chance. All I've ever asked for my whole life is a chance, and you're giving me a chance. And it's really cool of you. Cool is among the highest orders of compliment that I can give to a human being. So, hats off to you. I grew up in the 90s when being cool was still the height of cool. And then chill became the height of cool among my generation. That's chill. So, chill is cooler than cool. But you guys say some weird shit. You guys say all kinds of weird shit. You young people. Oh, the day is so beautiful. You know, my battery's good enough. I could just put my pants on and I could just sit outside, literally, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Panera, I'm going to get something to drink, and I'm going to sit in the sun outside on the patio. I could just, literally, I've got a bottle and a half of water. I could pause, put on my pants, take a little bit of a pee-pee, and just set up my chair and sit right outside my tent. But it's going to get uncomfortably warm if I do that. The patio at Panera at least has a... this is what I wanted from that one area I got locked in as a kid. I wanted moving parts. Come on, 3D. Like, come on. Come on! Moving environmental assets. They wait. How long have we been playing? I have been playing today for 2 hours. Oh, they both left after I said thank you for being here and told them that they were cool. It's funny that that happens. I'm assuming that what happens is people become self-conscious. Like, I can see them. What they do is they become self-conscious that they're watching. That they can see me and I can't see them. You shouldn't. Please don't. I know I'm live. And I also know that I look like the World of Warcraft guy. Because I want someone to tell me that I look like the World of Warcraft guy so I can tell you a little bit of a meta story from my life about the World of Warcraft guy. Or at least that episode of South Park. I know, I'm doing this on purpose. Also, it's highly comfortable. And I'm sitting in a one-person tent. No pants on. Find my spicy link in the description. Gunfire? Oh, I should have been paying attention. The dramatic music is playing. Something dramatic is happening. I do this in real life, too. Like, I was standing in line last night in Dollar Tree. The line's like maybe 6 people wide. Or 6 people long. I know that the one manager has opened up her line, but I kind of want to talk to Tits. That's not what I actually call her. I was joking. I kind of want to talk to the that actually is what I call her, but that's not true either. Anyway, I kind of wanted to talk to the one girl that I always talk to. She's very nice to me, and she always comments, "Oh, I remembered his name as he died." I should probably be paying attention. Let's get serious. Magnungo's up top. Help him. And Shag, sorry I wasn't any help. Wait, he died and then offered more dying audio. God, I fucking hate this game so much. I said I was going to read it and then I didn't read any of it. It's dangerous here. Everyone get away from the pillar quickly. Everyone get out of Sector 7. So none of them leaves. Okay. Oh, well, I'm glad he didn't leave at least. I won't do too much of that. I don't know how cloying my whistle is at that distance. Damn it. It doesn't register the D-pad as well as I would like. Oh, that's cool. I never use these items. Didn't mean to do that. That is an accident. That's a habit. Wow, tents are expensive. I wonder if I can do this. I cannot do that. Yes, yes. I wonder if I can. Nope, can't do that either. Can I go over here? Nope, can't do that either. Magnum goes in trouble. He's dead. Sweetheart, he's dead. Yeah, there's not much to handle unless you're a necrophiliac, darling. He's dead. My strange little place. Remember how he was talking about how devastating it would be? That guy in the corner, was talking about how devastating it would be if the plate fell? I don't either. Now, did it unequip dumb bitch's materia? Oh, I was gonna be so mad. Fine. What has she got? She's got fire and steel and ice. No, that's not what I gave her. I gave her restore magic. Beep, 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 beep. Hello, thank you for being here. Up we go! Damn it! Circle stairs. I was about to say, if there's not a random encounter on these circle stairs, I'm gonna be annoyed they're so long. Jump cut to the top, please. It's not engaging to make me do the tedious thing that I would have to do if I were really there. That's not engaging. Please don't hit the first one. Thank you. Wow. You're not very powerful at all. Wow, we don't hit for much damage at all. This is going to be a long fight because we're fighting Shinra guys called Arrow Combatants. We're basically like fighting Super SWAT guys that have helicopter hands. Yeah, blah 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 blah, helicopter hands. Do you think the suit structurally carries the weight at the shoulder joint, or do you think he is carrying his entire body weight on his shoulder joint? Or do you think they thought about it? Because the helicopter, like the blades, they're not creating lift for your legs, like under your legs. Like your body weight is hanging from that. So the way I would do it is I would build it so that the shoulder there, the arm of the body, the torso acts like a harness into the pelvis, and so that the body weight is actually being structurally uh, carried by that shoulder, and so you feel weightless under it. But I wonder if that's how Shinra did it. Shinra's not particularly ethical. They don't really care about their employees. Oh my god. I have a feeling that spiral staircases are going to come back into my life at some point. I just have a feeling that Shinra's the kind of company that builds a lot of spiral staircases. These aren't even spirals. Like, this is just ascending squares, like Minecraft. I have a feeling they make up. Why does he have. Okay. They don't hit us for much damage, but I'm not hitting them for much more. Stealing from it made it drop off the propeller? I keep thinking that he's going to have a bolt on an all materia, and he doesn't. He's not going to. Never will he. I'm beginning to wonder whether bolt wouldn't be the better choice in this spot. Thank you. Nothing to steal. Okay. I think I know what the better choice was. This is just a Final Fantasy game. They do this dumb shit. Because in the first one, they do this. The reason they do this is because in the first one, they gave you an extremely limited um, amount of spells that you were able to use before filling up and having to return or use an ether or whatever. And so people didn't like that. And so in later games, they have made spells more and more and more and more available. Shags, I'm glad I could talk with you one last time. Don't say last. That's all right. Because of our actions, many people died. This probably is our punishment. Yeah? And for those of you who don't like the Final Fantasy VII remake because Jesse's death is so prolonged, that's why. This is fucking lame. Like they skip everything interesting for fucking I don't know, never mind. I'm doing a lot of bitching because I hate this. I just don't like the way they designed it. Please don't hit the one that Cloud has been beaten on. Just please hit the one with full health. Thank you. I'm so disengaged I'm not breathing properly, and I'm having the worst time not yawning, not fidgeting, not touching my face. Hey, good job. Somersault sounds sweet. What's up, Magnumgo? Pizza, Shags, you came! Be careful, they're attacking from the helicopter. Better equip ourselves before they attack in full force. Press the Y button to access the menu. Press the A button when finished. Are you fucking kidding me? Why did you feel like you needed to tell me I am pressing the Y button and the A button? Oh, I had to say it while that was on the screen? Whoops. Why didn't you just give me the ability to move for a second and then talk to Magnungo to make it continue? You ready for the next section? No. Oh well. He's useless anyway. I'm actually going to do something a little silly. I didn't know you could miss with me. It's pretty cool, Reno. I think that's his name. Hmm. I wonder if there's some question over where the term pyramid comes from. And people have this stupid idea that the notion comes from the word pyre, but then they don't actually they don't define the amid part. Oh shoot! And it just had myself wondering if it comes from pyrum. I remember who Pyram is, but Pyram is a historical name. And so I'm saying, I wonder if pyramid is having to do with Pyram and maybe his funerary place. We'd look together after this if I weren't absolutely certain that there's gonna be porn somewhere on my phone. Oh shoot, I didn't realize Cloud was out of this fight. It is so hard. Well, future me was pretty smart. Or past me, rather. Cross slash in your face. Wow, take it and like it. It's time, says Reno, with his weird jaw line and giant cheeks. You're a weird looking dude, Reno. Weird looking dude. Right. It's time for noshing on camera because I'm hungry and I'm bored. Oh, come on, I can't get this back open. And it's too sweaty. Ah. Nice. He runs past Tifa so fast she literally spun around in circles. They use so many cartoon motifs that the adult of it all is totally undermined. What the fuck? Did I not buy as many ice materia? I'm confused. I thought I bought 2 ice and 2 fire materia. But I only have 1 ice and 1 fire. Did one of them get fucking just vanished into the ether when I fell in that pit? Was I carrying too much good shit? Was I just too smart? Well, only a Shinra executive can set up or disarm the emergency plate release system. So we can't set you up the bomb? All your base belong to you? That's the girl. What are you gonna do with Mandy? I haven't decided. Probably finger her a little bit. Told you. I mean, Cloud should have punched her in the back of the head way a long time ago. Neat. Another rendered cutscene. But at least it's in the game's graphics. I do prefer that. No. This is what it should have looked like before I initiated that last combat. Luckily, Reno's a pushover. Come on. Why? Okay. I'm glad that Cloud, Soldier, Mako infused, whack job, and all around badass is the one that got us out of this situation. They just destroyed 2 whole population centers for nothing. And we're fine. What do we estimate? That's probably like 10, maybe 20,000 people they just killed for no reason. We got to know 8 of them. So that's why Final Fantasy Remake spends so long in Midgar. Not just because it's here, but because this is the game they actually wanted to make. Like, I'm not even trying to figure out how they got off that crane without penduluming back. Saturday morning cartoon logic. But adult stakes because, you know, his daughter was in there. Yeah, you got all those people killed. Now, this is 1997. But 2002 is not that long away in my lifetime. Shooting impotently at the wall, that's going to help. That's about like letting it bother you how fast you have to pour the water into a coffee pot. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to think of him as dead because you're a bitch. I don't like you, Magnum Go. You might have those great big shoulders and a handgun, or a gun hand for that matter. But you are as soft. You are as soft as a weekday-old dog turd in the rain, buddy. You are a liability who is going to get me killed. Cloud's got the right idea. Get the fuck away from this guy. Shags! Oh, now Mr. T wants to make up. But hey, they did at least get black dudes' personalities right. I listened to just enough hip-hop to hear women say things all the time like, you want to get all mad at me and threaten me with violence, but then when I finally had enough with you, it's, oh, baby, baby, please. No, baby, please. Spineless. God damn it, another flashback sequence? Some nonsense we can't contextualize. Who gives a fuck? This stuff is all happening for your second or third playthrough, and I just don't need to see any of it. All of it needs to be optional unlocks. You need your punchy moments to be punchy. What you don't want to do is run immediately from a dramatic cutscene like that to a narrative section where Barrett's losing his mind and shooting the walls, to a random encounter that needed to jump cut to Mandy's mom's house. The quest marker, go to Mandy's mom's house. It's not a satisfying quest. I do not need to intervene for Cloud and the party for them to know to do this. Haven't done this in a while. Yeah, they're treating this first act like a 3-act narrative. This is the everything has gone wrong in the second act, before the hero figures out how to figure everything out in the third act. But we know this has 3 discs. So playing so fast and loose with the act structure, when we know that you're not going to give us 3 full acts on each disc, so 9 total acts, is annoying. It's annoying and overindulgent. This is why, see, one of the things I haven't talked about is I'm annoyed at Final Fantasy VII, and I was annoyed with Square for a really long time because they jumped ship from Nintendo to PlayStation. This is why. This ostentatious horseshit, Nintendo wanted no part of it. It was going to take like 20 cartridges to play this game. Doesn't need to be that big. Mario RPG, Super Mario RPG, vastly superior game. 1 cartridge. In 3D and on the Super Nintendo. Made by Squaresoft. So my complaints about Final Fantasy aren't that they couldn't do it. It's not that they didn't have the technical or the storytelling prowess. It was that they chose to be overindulgent. The first 6 Final Fantasies are perfect. Okay, so effectively what's happening here is Mandy's mom is telling us a story. You used to see this sort of thing a lot during the war. She's telling a story of how she got Mandy. She was going to the train to see her husband, who went off to the war. He didn't come back. One day she sees a woman sick, wounded, dying, come off the train with a baby. She adopts the baby. It's cliche, but to a child, this might be the first time they've ever heard a story like this. She returned to the planet. That's important. But she said it was this planet. She was a mysterious child in many ways. Please don't cry. Mandy just blurted that out all of a sudden. When I asked her if something happened. Someone dear to you has just died. His spirit was coming to see you, but he's already returned to the planet. At that time, I didn't believe her. But several days later, we received a notice saying my husband died. And that was it. A lot had happened, but we were happy. Until one day. Remember I was talking about how if you love your girl, you give her a child and then stay away from her? He loved her. So he died. Don't care. Mandy's playing dumb. She knows why the Turks want her. She has some magical connection to the planet. She's basically a Native American Jew. And they want to experiment on her. Don't care. How could you be that white girl's daughter? Just moving on. Moving on. Sorry I stood up your daughter. Your whiskers hurt. Oh boy. Just let me go. We're going into Shinra headquarters. They're finally giving me an objective. All of this needed to be a moving dialogue. Cloud leaves the house, determined to go get her back, not saying anything to anybody else, and they chase him down. They finally catch up to him. What are you doing? I'm going to get her. What do you mean you're going to get her? I'm going to get her. Cloud, you can't go get her. She's in the middle of Shinra headquarters. I'm going to get her. This is just stupid. It's contrived for the quest. Well, now we want you to climb Wall Street because we made a funny joke making fun of American Wall Street. So we need you to engage with this quest that we made. Because we played Final Fantasy. Because we played Dungeons and Dragons and we forgot that the most fundamental rule of DM and player relations is that the player doesn't want to play your stupid fucking story. They want to make their own. So everyone's headcanon Cloud is cooler than this schmuck because this schmuck never does anything cool. And that's why nobody likes the movie. Because once you can actually see it in a 3-act structure, you realize, oh, that guy's actually kind of just a whiny, annoying baby. Emotionally immature. But he covers it up by saying things that sound cool. Or at least sound like they would sound cool if they were said by somebody who's actually cool. Potato chips, more like brotato chips. You know what I'm saying? This put me to sleep. I could have just closed my eyes and gone all the way to sleep right now. I don't really know why I have Cloud with that cover materia on, besides that I just want to gain it NP or AP or whatever. Apple bottoms. I'm trying to get the materia that's, wearing the fur. This is the thing I was talking about. This thing killed me so many times as a kid. When it was just me and Mandy. Mandy Patinkin. There's your thumbnail right there. Me and Mandy, but it's Eris, or rather, it's Mandy Patinkin dressed in Eris's outfit. Non-zero chance I work on that later. Backtracking. God, I love it. My favorite thing is going over places I've already been before. My favorite thing in the whole world. I'm suddenly very warm. The time might be now, folks. The time might be now. The chip bag is not quite empty, but I don't want any more of them. I'm starting to get uncomfortably sweaty. Uncomfortably sweaty is the name of my my one man show, by the way. I almost said sex tape. Sex tape's the funnier joke. Just assume that the people who wouldn't let me talk to them before are the people who will sell me shit now. This is really how I play these games. I don't read a single fucking text box. They're just so tedious. I just don't care. I just genuinely don't care. So wait a minute. The fucking Sector 6 slums sell materia. Oh, that pisses me off. There's probably somebody where Eris lives that sells materia. But I'm not, or rather the Sector 7 slums sell materia. I'm not going back to where Eris lives just to buy fucking materia. I don't care that much. And we don't have to engage with the honeybee inn at all. I was watching this documentary about how, like, there's all this stuff that happens when you go in there and this and that, and you don't have to engage with it at all. That's how all of the narrative beats up till now should have been. I have no particular connection to Eris, Mandy. The only reason, I, I, or this version of Cloud, according to the choices that I've made, is going to get her is because he didn't immediately take her home instead of when she wanted to help him with Titsa. So on some level, this is like morally, this is his obligation. He put her in this danger, sort of. Her agency put her in this danger, but then leaving her behind, knowing that this was a Turks type situation, the kind of situation that the Turks would be involved in, was an oversight on his part that did put her in danger. But because Cloud is somewhere between a communicative protagonist and an uncommunicative, a silent protagonist, basically, because he is an uncommunicative protagonist, he's a an unreliable narrator in that regard. He doesn't narrate his emotions and his reasoning behind what he does things, and this, or behind why he does things, the things that he does. And this is why he's written as this one-dimensional character who doesn't share his emotions. It all feeds back on itself. Like Squall and Cloud, their personality types make sense. It's not just that they're the dark, brooding type that was rapidly becoming a type, not just among gamers, but among nice guys, men who put women into sex violence dangers across the globe in the 90s. This is why women circa 2012 became so vocal about not liking it. And so this game is making fun of you if you're like Cloud. It's kind of why I was like, oh, I like him. He's cool. Also an asshole. Damn it. These are annoying. Like platforming sections in a JRPG, really? No, too soon. I think you gotta hit it like at the apex before it starts to swing back toward you. Like then. That felt like that was it. I said that was too soon. That was too late. Too soon? It says jump before it's too close. Well, that isn't it. Hmm. I hate this. I just hate this shit. This isn't challenging. It's annoying. Fuck. Too soon. Ugh. Too late. Nope, still too. How was that too soon? That's clearly too late. No, it said too soon. It just says too soon every time. It doesn't give me a. How was that not it? I touched it. Hey, at least I don't have random encounters. I'm touching it. How is that not it? It is clearly not on the other end. Catching it on the other end. And if I jump sarcastically early like now, that's obviously too soon. Oh boy. That was way too late. Obviously too late. It's pretty cool that you can see the destruction of the collapsed plate and the set piece behind this. Backdrop is what that's called. Fuck! How was that not it? I'm touching it. Cloud, you suck. Sarcastically. I'm not giving it the. I'm not giving it the satisfaction of a response to that. I'm not doing it. I will pretend that I have dignity first, but I'm not doing that. I would do anything for YouTube, but I won't do that. Why are these the places I want to go? You really doing me like this? Nope. I really don't even remember where it was. Not there. We're dick. And we're out of water. No, I mean, I got another bottle. I'm out of this bottle. Actually, I don't have another bottle because that bottle needs to be thrown out. That bottle's gross. Right? Yeah, that's the gross bottle. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That water has... Oh, no. That water tastes bad. Alright, I'm just going to let you know now, the next save point, I am done for the day. I got to start transitioning into the part of my day where I get real food and I'm wearing real clothing and... You may or may not know what that's like. Certainly would have looked cooler if they weren't, pixels. But certainly they posed that cool. They understand the visual of what they're doing. They've just made this game like, okay, you're fighting against this corporation. Got to get to the 60th floor. You're not thinking of just going right through the main entrance, are you? Well, what else does it look like? I'm gonna kick some Shinra butt. See, this is what Cloud should be saying. That should be Cloud's. That should be my dialogue. I said we're gonna just bust in, but that's not what we're gonna do. That's not what we're actually gonna do at all. We're gonna be smart. I'm going to, in our head canon, it was Cloud's idea to bust in, and they convinced him to not bust in. So we're gonna try this other obvious means of entrance. Just left an access portal. I mean, it's, Death Star logic. Oh, no. Stairs. I told you, I had a feeling that Shinra Corporation was the kind of corporation that built with Minecraft logic. I just had a feeling, and for some reason, because I made this choice, yep, I made this choice. On some level, I knew what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm pretending I've only played this game once, or I've never played this game before. I took the serious route. We're gonna really care and read all of these dialogue boxes, and it just doesn't pay off. It's stupid. There was a cool moment like this in Final Fantasy VI that they're just not getting right. It's not as good. And now he's not got the cardio to go 60 flights of stairs at a run. What's wrong with you? Who doesn't have the cardio to do 60 flights of stairs at a run and thinks they're a terrorist boss? Jeez. Why did they start running the opposite direction? That's funny. How much further do these stairs go? I don't know, 60 floors. Where do you think we're at? We're probably at maybe 30? How could it be one of those endless stairways? Magnum Go. You're so dumb. Would like it if it told us what floor we were on. Because we're like, what is that, like 5 floors maybe? So we're on probably floor 15. It's probably 16. We're nowhere close. Ooh, sorry about that. I disconnected, I guess. I am here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, but we're maybe floor 20. Just, oh, look at that. Wouldn't have gotten this. Neat. Damn, man. You're going back. You're halfway and you're going back. Take just as long going down. Great job, Magnum. Go. Just alone now. They got tired of it. Oh, no. He's literally stopped. Pull it together, man. Yeah, well, all I know is flesh and blood. Sever this arm of mine. I'm human too. Yeah, but you're a girl. So you probably do cardio. That's what he's thinking. I'm all upper body, baby. Look at these chicken legs. There's that, I can't just say this joke without fronting that I can't remember who. There was a comedian. I can't think of his name now. I should be able to think of his name because he was super popular. But he has a joke about prison dudes doing that, bulking up their top so heavy and forgetting their legs so that their top becomes so heavy that they actually wobble around. They can't balance on their legs. Oh my goodness. Alright, we should be on about 37 maybe. You're beat. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about it. You're gonna die. Would you stop like that and climb? 1997, you were still allowed to say that word. It's just a monitor. You see this? It's just a desktop monitor discarded in the cellar in this stair shaft for some reason. It made me laugh. That's your atmospheric storytelling, folks. Ooh, this needs to go away. I was looking at it instead of I was trying to move it with the joystick instead of the white hand. Look at that. Finally made it. Never want to see another stair in my life. I feel you, bud. With any luck, there won't be any more Minecraft stairs for the rest of this game. But we are going to be in. Speaking of being in conflict with Shinra forces for the rest of the game. That's funny to me. Get it done. Is still, yeah. It's possible. I've done it. I've seen other people do it. It is possible to have already duplicated. No, it's not to duplicated. To have leveled up in all material. It's probably possible to have duplicated it by now in the game, but not with this few hours. Probably take you 100 hours. Shit. His new gun arm does look cooler than his original. I don't know why it has a... I guess because it's an assault rifle, it has a magazine. What was that? Golly gee, I hope I don't get into too many of those fights. I hope that we gain a level or two rapidly. There we go. That was a heck of a long fight. Now we need a save point. Oh, I needed a key card. Now I need a save point. My back itches. That's problematic. Oh, well, that would be why it itches. I'm starting to marinate, yo. Okay. Oh, we didn't go up 60 floors. We went up 59 floors. It would have been impossible for me if I were developing this game to not have put it on the 70th floor. If we were going to come out one floor below. I love that this guard is just asleep. He's got porn on one of these screens. Yes, very cinematic. They're doing their best to make this like a Western movie. I get it. Some of it's cool. Some of it's annoying. Alright, so we got a mini game. Oh boy. That was risky. What? Use the A to signal the others. Come on. Should have done it. Come on, Titsa. Let's get this done. Forced stealth sections are everybody else's favorite part of the game. Everybody loves forced stealth. Fuck. I almost messed up on purpose. It's because I don't like you, Barrett. Magnum go. Yeah, he definitely got seen. But that's fine. Let's freaking go. Yes, we're here to save Mandy. I know why we're here. Can we get out on 6? Oh, we can leave. We can actually go walk around on the 61st floor, even though we only have a 60th gift card. Gift card. Yep. We have a 60th floor gift card. Doesn't she know something? Something? Don't care. I don't remember seeing your face. You knew? Let me teach you some things. Wipe that stupid look off your face. The higher-ups in the company use the floors above the 60th floor, but you can't get there without a key card. Get a key card and you can use the elevators freely. Voila! Hear that sound and the door will open. Just remember there are different kinds of cards. For example, key card 60 only takes you to 60. Key card 65 only takes you to 65. Neat. This is my first time ever engaging with numbers. Blah, blah. You can't get out of there. You don't have a 60-second gift card. Blah, blah. You don't have that card. Still, with the Minecraft stairs. Blah, blah. You don't have it. What's this? Ooh, a combat encounter. I guess they know I'm here. Barrett in my party, it's little wonder. Bumbling ass. Back itches. Oh, oh no. Okay. What? What? Why are you the way you are? Fight me! Oh, why did that happen? She's so bored, she's gonna just take it out on herself. What are these things? just don't like wasting my, I just don't like using my MP. I'll endure an overlong fight and heal with MP before I use it to make a fight shorter, usually. Locked. Locked. What the nuts am I supposed to be doing? All I want is a save point. Let's just go back downstairs, because we're not getting out of above these. We're not going to find one that's got like like a broken door or something. Probably would have on 67. Okay, 63. 62. This is literally putting me to sleep. I'm allowed to get out on 61. Key card, 60th floor. I need to find a way to get a key card to the 61st floor. It's probably not by going out there. 62nd floor or higher. What if I talk to her again? Will she give me hers? Alright, let's try my instinct again. Because if I were making this, I would put a broken door like on a floor like 67 or something, making you think, oh yeah, you're really crushing it. You're so smart. You're really skipping so much of the game, and then make you backtrack. Nope. Not the move. Alright, so what if we went back down to 59? This is not what I want to be doing. I want to be using a save point. Actually, I bet I could go back down to the ground level and do a save point and then start over. That's probably what they want me to do. Because, see, you gotta figure out the idiosyncratic logic of the game developers for these stupid puzzle sections and these old, we're gonna knock off adventure games. No, that's not gonna let me. Okay. How about... No, can't get in the elevator because this is the 61st floor. Don't need to worry about it. Everything above the 60th floor is safe. Yep. This is the lounge for the bigwigs. Forgot a card. Somebody left their card laying around. Oh, those cops are gone. They're hanging out in that room now. What's this about? Huh. So did I just not try hard enough? Because my 61st card works, and this floor is always open, but I can't get in the elevator to go down another floor. So did I just not try hard enough on the 62nd floor? Yeah, it's not working. I'm making an obvious mistake, but I don't know what it is. Because of my impatience. There's probably like an item on the ground I didn't see, maybe? I really don't know. I don't think there's a quick save function. There's not. So we're here until I fix... Okay, well, it wouldn't let me do that earlier. I didn't want to. Will it let me? It won't let me go around. It won't let me do it down there. It won't let me talk to them. It won't let me go in here. Huh. Hmm. I'm sure there's somebody who's just losing their mind that I don't know how to do this. But I don't. Never wanted to. It involves, like an air duct? Something climbing up into a vent somewhere? Doesn't she know not to forget her card? I can't get in these elevators to go down to 59. So it's not that. I don't see what I'm missing on 60. I can't interact with any of this stuff. I can't go in there to fight them for their key cards. I can't fight them for their key cards. This is just going to give me the same information if I tell me that the things, higher ups, you need a gift card. Voila, that's how I open the store. One key card won't let you go everywhere. For example, 60 to 65. After all, they control everything in the Midgard in the world. Oh, I have to go. Better get back to work. Okay. I have a 60th. I can't get out there. I can't get out here. That's still locked. Huh. 68. 69 is as high as we get to go. What in the name of God? I hate this shit. Oh no. What the fuck? Ugh. Ooh, that's hot air. Yep, I'm gonna be here long after it's uncomfortable inside my tent, and that's fine. The sacrifices we make for art. Also, persevering in the face of adversity. I didn't try this door earlier. I know it's not gonna work. He keeps telling me it's not going to work. I just don't know. I don't know what is going to work. That room's highly annoying. All I want, legit, all I want right now is a save point. It's so warm. I'm going to dehydrate. I can't activate the 60th floor elevators because I have a 60. I can't activate the 61st floor because I have 60th floor. So I just can't walk between those. I can walk between that one and this one, but I just can't walk between those, and I can't talk to them. I can't go in there. There's nothing laying on the ground. This is where I got the 60th and how I got into this room. This is the only where I can go. So there's gotta be something. I keep talking to these people and they say the same things. This is a lounge. Company bigwigs. It wears you out. That's just a chair weirdly lit. That's... How about this guy? Aha! He gave me a 62. Neat. The whatchamacallit, Shinra repair people. Yeah, that's me, Bill. Can I go back down to the first floor and save? I gotta get out of this tent. Thank you for being here. Everyone who was here, everyone who stopped in, ducked in, thank you for the 3 likes. Everyone who stops in the future, thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with me and my irascibility. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, what you heard. And I gotta get out of this tent for a while. So stick around. Well, don't actually stick around, but keep an eye open. Make sure to do that like, the subscribe thing. I'll be back later today. I don't know if that's saved. I'll probably be back inside an hour. I gotta get something to eat. I gotta get dressed. I gotta get out of this tent. And I gotta get a little hydrated. So thank you for being here. That was very cool of you. I have been Shaggy. I've been Phil.